right, good evening, everyone. It's been a hectic time. So just to give a little bit of rundown, Trash Pandas was having some roster issues coming into the match tonight. A couple players they couldn't get in contact with, and with a little bit of delay. So based on the rules, they have forfeited map 1 to Fusion. So we're coming in here. Map 2 is just about to begin. If my thing is right. We're going to be coming into map 2 with Fusion Esports coming out on a defense first, and Trash Pandas coming out on attack. With me tonight, I have Touch coming in, helping out with Cassie. How are you doing tonight, Touch?
Hello, I am doing pretty good. Excited to watch some Overwatch tonight. Looking forward to seeing 5th seed Fusion pull a underdog run.
Indeed, it is really an underdog run because it's one of those that, with all the matches going on tonight, if Fusion comes out with a win, they are most likely moving on to the playoffs. So everything comes down to them. They have everything to lose, and right now Trash Pandas coming out here with number 1 seed. They have 11 points in map differential. So even with that, they have the number 1 seed kind of locked up really easy.
You have the classic dive with an Ashe coming from Trash Pandas. Already losing to Lucio.
Always a Lucio that's dying first, and right now it looks like Trash Pandas are just looking for a little retreat.
I am excited to see what Fusion has to offer here. I'm a little sad that I don't see Love to Kill You too. That was my GOAT last time they played, or 2 weeks ago when they played this map.
Maybe 2 weeks ago.
But we'll have to see what GCG can do as a tank.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, Love to Kill You is they ran through the entire team, like not a problem at all. But right now, I mean, it's looking like the side of Fusion. They're just able to hold them back. Muffins was able to come out here. Muffins was able to kind of hold them off, able to get the pick on the Baptiste, but it's just a stagger pick coming out here on the side of Trash Panda. Fusion's doing a really good job from defense.
I was kind of surprised because they had them dead to rights, and Fusion was just able to pull through it.
Yeah.
Now we.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to, I mean, you have the Tracer. I mean, they're having all the ults come out. Both teams are coming up right now. The lowest, surprisingly, is the Baptiste on the side of Fusion. But I guess if Trash Pandas aren't doing a lot of damage, then it's not gonna have any ult.
What a rock on Muffin, who lives by the skin of their teeth.
Muffins does, but I mean, it looks like, I mean, they're starting to. Trash Panda's now getting Trash Panda's now surrounding Fusion. They're gonna have 2 picks right now. Rally coming out from below them. There is the Lift coming out here, both supports. You have the Suzu coming out early from Queen B, not able to cleanse. Ana is really low on top of GCG on top, but GCG ends up going down. False Home comes out from the side of Gork, and that is a win for Trash Pandas.
Trash Pandas only committing the rush there. That was honestly really clean.
And the Pulse.
They used the pulse? Oh, I must have missed it.
Yeah, they used it was at the end. It was like the cleanup kind of last throw. I don't blame it right now, but right now, let's see. Alpha almost gets picked off immediately. Wasn't expecting Trash Pandas to already take this position. Rock comes out. Here comes the tire going out from Mountain Man Mike. It gets taken away from the Lucio beat. There we go.
Well, Pullman going down. Oh, support's lost from Fusion.
Supports are lost from Fusion. You have the Junkrat is the only one. What's the Junkrat? Both DPS are the only ones left on the side. You see both the tank and DPS trading for both teams on high grounds. It's kind of interesting right now. It's kind of a mix, a split fight right now. The GCG is still trying to hold on to the point, but they are not meant to live for too much longer. So here we go. Fusion now taking a little bit more space. They're giving up the high ground. Well, Soups and Muffins able to take the high ground. Holding up. This is going to be a fight for Fusion to go into, but they're going to get a... Winter's going to be able to pick off Soup immediately as Muffins goes in deep, able to pick off Winter. They're tying up. Both teams down a DPS right now.
Apple Bloom that has this window. I would like to see it probably about now. They could probably turn this fight as well. Both Ashes aren't in here. GCG getting great pick on Hitakiri. And no ults used. It was just straight fighting.
Yeah. I would say Winter had that opening pick, and then they were able to trade it back. But at that point, I mean, they were already 2 in. They gave up the high ground, and there wasn't much more that could happen. I like to see GCG did go over to the Monkey, which I think is going to give them a lot of more value than that Sigma was. They were looking a little lost, especially on that point, as everyone just jumped right by them.
Bob, do something! Do something!
The both Bobs coming out from both DPS, and this is just Fusion. Their Bob's getting a lot more value. Soup's Bob behind, but there's not much that they can do.
I think that was great peel for Winter. Both supports came to the support of Winter when they got dove by the Winston. And then the Bob was just better on the side of Fusion.
What do you want to see right now? I mean, right now we have similar comps for both teams coming out here. We still have that Junkrat on the side of Fusion, as we see the rally for the Primal now. But
Tire, looking to see the big Tire. Tire's going on a circuit around the map before it gets to the enemy, and it gets a Monkey. Love to see it.
I mean, as I was saying about the Junkrat, there goes the Tire getting the pick on Muffin.
Lucio from Trash Pandas beating lost fight, I would say, and well, they get out with it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, you can see the swap. Here comes some swaps over from Trash Panda. They got the Echo coming out here. They have the ball pick. I mean, I don't know about you. I feel like it's a little too late for these picks coming out.
Yeah, absolutely. I would like to see Apple Bloom use his window. I haven't seen a window from them all game. Now would be a perfect time. Winter goes down.
There's the window. Its lamp is already out though, and there's Apple Bloom not able to get any advantage of the window itself. It's just CGC, I believe, on point for the side. There goes Primal coming out. Local Man and CGC. Mountain Mike is coming out from behind. Muffins is really low on point. Dork gets picked off. The ball gets picked off. It's just Soup coming back. Here comes the remaining players of Fusion, and that's a clean fight at the end.
That was a great pull through from Fusion. Cut a little sloppy from Trash Pandas, but they do have ringers, so it can't entirely blame them for it.
No, I mean, they have ringers. They're coming out here, but again, I mean, not to knock it, but Fusion's still looking pretty strong right there. I mean, they were able to recontest into the fights. They were able to use their ults. I mean, the only ult that wasn't cycled too easily was the window. So, but besides that, I mean, when you're on full dive, that window is kind of hard to use at times.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. As a support player myself, against a dive, you just throw that window out. I find try to get some solo value out of it rather than a team value.
Yeah, I would say you have to use it as, how do I say, selfishly. Use it for you, not the rest of your teammates. Screw them; they don't need it. You need the window.
Just tell yourself that you're Shu, and then just use the window like Shu would.
No one can be Shu.
Yeah, we're just all imitations.
We're just living in Shu's world.
Yeah, we're living in Shu's world.
Alright, so let's see what we have right now. We have Fusion Esports swapping over this dive with a Widow.
The comps are kind of switching.
Yeah.
Trash Panda's sticking with the Lucian, so the swap into the brick. I'm not sure if I like it, but if you're comfortable on Lucio, you just play Lucio.
Yeah. I think right now the interesting thing to see is, can Soup make the Pharah get 0 value. And right now, Soup's doing a good job keeping the fair in check. And when I say that, there's Soup with the kill, and Gork putting some damage on, and Soup finishing the kill. Gork with it coming in there, picking off the Widow in the background.
DPS first to go down from Fusion. The monkey getting low. No escape route, really? Oh, the Ana's actually with him. And left the Ana. And staggering on the Ana.
Alright, I mean, a little sloppy. Gork and Soup able to get those first two picks right now. You see Winter swapping off the Widow, going over to the Genji. I myself don't know how I feel about that pick.
I mean, I personally didn't like Genji, but I got proven wrong before, so maybe we'll get proven wrong here again.
You know, that's fair.
Lopole man, really coming close to that nano, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, being stuck back there with the monkey, a lot of stuff. Dynamite coming up a little short from Soup. There's Gork getting pushed out. You have the fair looking main and the rest of Fusion Esports looking at the back alley, looking for a dive. Let's see if they're able to stop it. Is Muffin.
Great sleep on Muffin.
But here's the rest of Fusion Esports coming into the back line. You have the front and back line split right now. The supports are able to keep each other up pretty darn well on the side of Trash Pandas. But there's Queen B going down from Winter. Look, again, she's getting proven wrong.
They traded flex supports, and Muffin goes down. It's like this is going in the way of Fusion.
Yep, Fusion Esports able to pick it up, and they aren't able to use. Neither team used any ults. Neither team got any ults. Let's see. Gork might be looking for a last-second touch. No, they're just gonna.
Oh, Gork being the KDA player.
Mm-hmm. We've seen that many times on Tracer. But right now, I mean, you have, let's just say, all ults coming out here for both teams. If you're on the side of Trash Panda, oh, you're going to get that nice pick right now. You need to make sure to hold this cart as far away as you can. You need to make sure Fusion Esports is going to have to work to get to this point. It is doable.
Absolutely. If I was in the shoes of Fusion right now, we'd be looking for a Nano Blade. Hopefully... Oh, Nano Monkey with the lift coming in for the monkey right away. Yep. Beat coming out. For Trash Panda.
There's a barrage coming out. It's able to pick off Soup. So right now, Fusion is up one player. Winter being rocked by Muffins. Gork is taken out by Locoman in the backside, and this cart is still moving. This is a very staggered fight coming out outside of Trash Pandas.
Very clean fight for Fusions.
It is. And they don't have the Nano Blade, but they did have to use 3 ults to get to this. With that being said, there was 3 ults used on the side of Trash Pandas.
One Blade coming out, looking for Queen Bee.
Yep.
Finds it, looking for the second support. PCG there, cleaning up.
There you go, but there's 2 picks on the side of Trash Pandas right now. It's just the tank and Gork on the Tracer on point. Muffins isn't really meant to this world, and they're not dying on point. They're just letting this point go. This is going to be a very staggered fight coming out from Trash Pandas trying to recontest.
The supports are back, but it's not looking good for Trash Panda.
It is not. You see the cast pick coming over, the Lucio going, is jumping really fast. Queen Bee, window, null in, void, gets the lamp out, but Queen Bee should be going down very fast. You just have the 2 DPS and the tank on the side, and this looks like it should be Fusion Esports with the map win. Very, very easy. Very, very clean.
I believe Gork. Oh, never mind.
Maybe we got proven wrong with the Genji pick again?
Proven wrong with the Genji pick. Winter really showing Genji diving in with the monkey. Love to see it.
Alright, here we go. We have Locoman coming out the Brig. Play the game with the whip shot kill.
Love to see Brig play the games.
You really do. So we're coming down to, right now, it's Trash Panda's pick. We're coming up to Flashpoint. So it's all in their hands how they want to play this. Fusion has their foot currently on the gas. I don't think they really gave Trash Pandas a chance to breathe once they started going.
Absolutely. The first fight didn't really go for them, but after that, they smartened up, they coordinated their dives. Jumping off the Widow onto the Genji definitely helped. At least helped their Monkey continue having that space.
It really did. I was gonna say, and I kind of like that, especially how Gork was doing a lot of work in the back line that was unseen from the team, but with Apple and Lopelman just sitting in the back line, that Brig was able to keep Gork in check, and I think I agree with you. That Genji was able to go with the Monkey and was able to get a lot more value than the Widow would have in any way. Let's see what the teams are going to go with next.
Saravasa? Question mark?
Is that not how it's spelled?
I'm the wrong person to ask.
I'm the wrong person to ask.
Goat!
I do real good at yeah, they spelled it right.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I'm real good at that math. Alright, so if I remember anything, and I could be wrong with this, and I could just be doing baloney. Muffins. Oh, Love to Kill is here.
My goat showed up.
So if I remember right, Muffins is normally a main support player. They are currently filling in tank with who is usually tank on Trash Pandas. I don't remember. I don't remember if it's Bevan or Eternal. But either way, Muffin, if I remember right, does like to play Brawl a lot more. So going to Saravasa might be the best pick for them to do. We haven't really seen... I mean, we've only done Hollywood. So who plays Brawl on Hollywood or any kind of rush comp? So maybe swapping...
very true.
Yeah, maybe swapping over to this Brawl rush style. This might be going in the way of Trash Pandas, especially with Soup really liking playing the cast. Their cast has been very, very clean most of the season that we've watched. And Ana really, really sticking on only that Lucio for most of the time. But on the side of Fusion, we haven't really seen. Lopelman really likes to play the Mercy Ana a lot. We did see that. We did see them on Brig, but I just don't know who on the side of Fusion. It might be like a Lucio player, and I don't think they have a very good Brawl style team. So we'll see what's going to happen going into this next map.
That'll be very exciting. I personally would love to see a Malgamir. I love Malga. I think everybody loves Malga.
You would. I know you sound like you're kidding, but I know you probably aren't actually kidding.
What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. You
seen
saw
a ball?
that too, right? I don't think that's what's going to be happening, but we saw a Lifeweaver, Ball, and Torb pick coming out. I'm going to say that's not real.
I love all three of those characters being played, but maybe not together.
Why not? They work very well. I do like Ball and Lifeweaver together, though. Because every Ball player feeds, and every Lifeweaver has to save them.
Ready for battle.
Oh, it's very insightful from you. I personally think... Actually, you know what? Lifeweaver should be able to grip Torb's turret. No thoughts on that?
I think no player is good at Lifeweaver, and they're going to mess it up every single time. Personally.
5, 4.
I can see it. I see it. There's some truth there.
Yeah. Okay, so let's dive into this right now. So we have a rush kind of style comp coming out from Fusion. You got the Junker Queen, you got the Genji, and you got the Pharah, which is interesting. You have Winter on the Pharah and Mountain Mike on the Genji. And on the side of Trash Pandas, you have the double flex support coming out with the Reinhardt. Kind of
Very unique.
right.
But they do have Soup on the cast to counter the Pharah. It's looking good.
Yeah, but like they got well. They say that Winter gets picked off by Gork right now. Soup is kind of fending for their life. Muffin's not really getting any support. Gork able to take out both TPS now. Local Man taken out by Queen Bee, and I mean, with the Reinhardt going down, this might be going the side of Trash Pandas, but we'll see. Soup looks like they might be going down to GCG.
GCG really pulling it through, and Apple Bloom goes down, leaving GCG alone. Winter's back, dead immediately.
I mean, this is a fight.
Definitely a fight of all time, I guess.
Both teams are on weird comps, but I mean, whatever works. I mean, you have on the side of Trash Pandas, you have all alts basically online except for Soup, which is very surprising. You see Mr. Mountain Mike going over to the Junkrat again. They're going on this double spam style comp, and they have the Lucio that's speeding around the Junkrat. It's a weird comp.
It is definitely a weird comp, but we'll see GCG coming close to their ult. Hopefully it's huge. Window coming out from Ana.
I like this. I want to see if they're going to take some space on this Junker Queen, but no, they are just kind of sitting there. Muffin. Let's see, is Muffin's going to have the biggest shadow in the world? Nothing on the side of Trash, or stop it. There's a jump. Never mind.
Shatter misses. The Junker Queen rush is massive. Absolutely massive. Got 3 in the back. Winter using the barrage to finish it up.
I mean, Muffin. What are you doing?
Trying to peel for their backline, but like
You got
a little.
you got 3 people, 3 fresh targets. That Junker Queen, just let your team deal with it.
Hear them going for a long rotation to the right. Trash Pandas. Very interesting considering that you don't have a Lucio. So you want to take the shortest distance possible, I would think.
They're looking for the high noon. And they had
Coming
it.
out.
They had the high noon and they just didn't pull the trigger. Oh, Soup!
Gork with the pulse bomb. I don't think it will matter though.
I believe Gork 1v5. I don't believe.
It was close. It was close.
Yeah, I don't.
They got him to 1. They got them all to 1.
All right. So here's the thing. Okay. Queen Bee is swapping over to Lucio. They realize, hey, we need that speed. Because Fusion is just running all over you. I mean, between the Junker Queen able to shout with the Moira able to fade away, you had the Lucio speeding them away, the Pharah can fly, and then Junkrat mining anywhere they want.
Tire coming out from Mr. Mountain Mike.
Getting
Getting nothing. That was impressive.
It was. And there's Soup with the 2 tap onto the Junkrat. All right,
That's a
let's
pick
see
they
what
need.
do. But then there's
Fusion
Soup
getting the
taken
pick.
by the Junkrat. Appleblaw with a huge boop, denying the pin coming out from Muffins right now. Muffins coming out with round 2 shatter. Able to get GCG, able to get local on, but
Great beat from Apple Bloom.
it really is. The window trying to keep Muffins up doesn't count. Ana in the back getting spammed out by the Junkrat. Let's see who's gonna win the 1v1. The Junkrat.
Mountain Mike with 2.
But here's the DPS from Trash Panda sticking around and able to get the point back.
That's very impressive.
Yeah, the window coming out from Trash Pandas, it was kind of unnecessary, and they kind of delayed the fight long enough, or I should say Fusion delayed the fight long enough to get the Junkrat coming back, so that made that window really null and void. It'd be interesting to see who's going to pull the ult first. Are you going to have Winter pull the barrage, or if you're going to see Folk coming out with the false bomb?
Very interested to see if
this barrage going in the back line.
Barrage gets one, but costs him his life. Queen Bee gets low pull mana. High Noon coming out, creating space. Look, ignoring the Junker Queen. Never mind. Got the Junker Queen in the end.
Junker Queen went back on point. Let's see. Able to get two. Two clean up. Flash coming out. Do they get the 3-pick? Nope. Gork was able to take it. So,
Soup really pulling the fight in their favor on this Cassidy. Glad to see it.
That's what we've seen time and time again. Is Soup is able to do stuff on the Trash Panda, and they're able to pull stuff around it. But here we are on the side of Fusion coming in. You have the Junkrat with
making the Junkrat touch there is crazy. But they get Gork does go down. It's a 3v4. Soup getting the Queen.
And then you have the Coalescence coming through, but there's Trash Pandas coming in, getting a second tap. I mean, yeah, the Junkrat touching is kind of wild, especially with Tyre coming out. You would think the Lucio would touch, but you know, it is what it is.
We are also unsure whether Apple Bloom even is a main support player, but they have been doing good on the Lucio. But yes, definitely you would want the Lucio touch there, not the Junkrat.
Yeah, but we do see Winter going over to the Reaper, and we have the Ana coming out here.
Tyre?
Tyre's coming out. Winter gets picked. Soup does not get the lamp. Able to come out. Muffins getting taken out by Mountain Mike. Mountain Mike's in the middle of the team. Let's see. Mountain Mike with his 2 gets Lord.
Going down
Queen
by
Bee
Queen
getting
Bee.
Mountain Mike. Queen Bee is going to
Queen
get
Bee
out.
escapes? The supports?
Support each other? Maybe?
The supports live from Trash Panda? Actually kind of crazy.
It
Muffin's
really is.
charging in with the Shatter.
It's able to get one.
Gets the
Apple Bloom
Lucio.
down. Yeah, this is a very, very weird fight. Luke going down. This is Trash Pandas. They're getting 2. You got the Reaper on point as Winter. Lant comes
Winter
out.
stalling
Reaper
it out.
Yeah. Able to get picked. Let's see what's going to happen. Is this Junkrat going to be get out? Is Gork going to chase him down like Gork's been doing all night? That was... I think that fight kind of goes with the rest of the fight tonight.
It definitely one of fight. Definitely one of the fights. We're having only beat coming from Fusion, and Winter getting close to that Reaper ult. Oh, and Junker Queen ult looking to be huge. Looks like they're rushing to fight for the high ground.
Oh,
Soup with the Master Deadeye.
the window Deadeye, I don't think they were expecting that to come out. I think they expected the Deadeye, but not both. But here it is. GCG is on the back line, able to take out everyone. It's just the 2 players, or 3 players. There's Gore, Queen Bee. GCG has a little bit of work to see to get back. You need to die fast. It's going to be a staggered fight. He's able to get Queen Bee, though.
GCG surviving. Gets 2.
Local man gets, or Gore gets the pulse bomb on the local man. I mean, this is GCG really pulling it out.
GCG really wants this point.
Come on, Winter.
And it's just...
You know you wanna spin.
Now, me personally, I would solo ult the Rhine.
Honestly,
But now we're...
I mean, GCG pulled it out right there for Fusion Esports.
That was a very long, scrappy fight. GCG basically started that fight with Queen ult, and at the end of the fight is already coming up another Queen ult.
This is not looking good for Trash Pandas. I mean, you got the Queen ult, you have Tyre, and you have Spin coming out, and you have maybe the Shatter about to be online.
Their Muffins getting on point along with their Lucio.
You know, just fighting out the Moira. Moira 1, there's no fade. Tyre coming out for Mountain Mike. It's going to get... It gets the Baptiste in the back line. Lamb is already out. You have Soup going down early. You have Muffins able to charge in. But yeah, it's 2-1 the side of Fusion.
And they only needed to use the Tyre. Honestly, that fight went perfectly for the side of Fusion.
really did. I don't know if if with Trash Panda, I mean they've had a time at the end of the season right now. I mean they lost against Obfuscation, who is the last ranked team right now. 2 weeks ago, I think last week they were able to take a win, but they've been up and down all season. But this is
a Shattered against Winter, not able to get the kill. The spin coming out, getting full support. Soup getting his own.
I would need to go back and watch that shatter. I don't know how.
I think it clipped the wall and I'm pretty sure it hit the wall and only a smidge came out and hit Winter. Winter swapping off the Reaper, going on to their own Cassidy.
Interesting.
Honestly, it's probably the right call, but like they were doing fine with the Reaper.
Yeah. And we have on the side of Trash Panda Muffin going over to the Zarya, which okay.
It's very interesting. The speed high noon. Soup trying to make it big.
Soup didn't get anyone. Also, when it comes out, GCG is 1, but you're already down on the side of Trash Panda. I mean, there's 2 picks down. It's only Ana. You got Gork coming back. I mean, you're last fight territory. This is all or nothing. Gork gets picked. This might be game.
That might be game. You would want Gork to get out there because they would be the one to touch. It looks like it will have to probably be Soup, the Reaper. So I don't know if the Lucio makes it.
The Lucio's gonna get booped away, I think.
Okay, Muffin touches.
Touch.
Immediately dead.
Immediately dies. Here's all the ults.
Gork gets one. Does Bab have...
right now? Bab getting down. Soup is really low. It's gotta go the way of Fusion. I mean, you have Queen Bee, you have the trap kill coming up on the Tracer on...
That's just unlucky.
Yeah. And then
if Gork didn't touch... If Gork didn't touch that trap, they kill all 5.
It is, but
I've seen it.
That is, we only got to see 2 maps, but that's Fusion Esports coming away with a 3-0 and moving on to playoffs.
Amazing clean gameplay coming from Fusions. They didn't even need to bring out their secret weapon, Love to Kill You.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm them, they're looking good. I mean, in the beginning of the season, they weren't looking too good, and by the end, I mean, they got a couple pickups during the season, and they really came together as a team. I mean, they've oh, maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. Fusion Esports lost against Obfuscation. Sorry, Trash Pandas didn't lose against Obfuscation. What am I thinking? Fusion Esports is the one that came back. But yeah, but Fusion Esports, I mean, they're coming back. They're playing better as a team. They have a couple new players that I think are older players on the roster. But, I mean, they look good.
Absolutely. It definitely didn't look like a 15th seed. Or 5th seed team. It definitely really brought it to Trash Pandas.
And I will say this, if you are Trash Pandas and the 5th seed is able to do that against you as the 1st seed, I would be worried going into these playoffs. I mean, yes, they were down some players and whatnot, but this is unsettling for them. I hope this is an eye-opening moment that, like, hey, we don't have an easy ride going into the playoffs. We actually have to come with our A game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out. So let's just say this. So we only got to see 2 maps. I think it's unfair to give a true, MVP to this, only because we only got 2 maps. We can see 3 maps. But who would you give as your 2-map MVP on the side of Fusion Esports, you think?
My pick for the MVP, I would have to say, I think I would have to give it to Mr. Mountain Mike, if I'm being honest. While Winter did impress me, Mr. Mountain Mike definitely was putting in the numbers on the Junkrat. Maybe not getting all the picks, but the damage was there. And it definitely showed, especially against the Reinhardt.
Yeah, I would agree, especially on that last map. I mean, Muffins had to hold shield the entire time just from that Junkrat spam, and basically took away the value of any value that Reinhardt would have, and there it was. I mean, Mountain Mike did very well. I mean, we saw the Junkrat on Hollywood also come out, and the Pharah was able to get a little bit more space for them on Hollywood. So for me, I would say yeah, I would say they did very very well. And I mean they got the play of the game at the end, and their tires were getting picks when they needed to. So there you go, your two map MVP. We'll go with Mr. Mountain Mike. So as we say this, let's see if I can get a check into any of the other games going on. Team Rep General, haven't heard from we don't. So currently we have Disclosant playing against Blink Strike. So right now it would be, let me check all of the stuff so I don't lie. All right. So in Division 1, with this win, Fusion Esports goes up. They are now 4-3, and depending on how Geometric Blink Strike turn out, they could be in the 3rd or 4th seed. Okay. Going into this, Disclosing, even if they win, let's see. Oh, sorry. Fusion Esports has a chance of being 2nd, 3rd, or 4th seed going into this, depending on the Kevin Fan Club, Geometric, and Blink Strike Disclosant match. So Disclosant sadly can't move on, but they can play Bracket Breaker. So right now, in order to move on, Blink Strike needs to get a win. If Blink Strike wins, then if Blink Strike wins, then they move on, and either Geometric or Kevin Fan Club go home. So wild things are going to be happening tonight. And I'm going to see if we can join into. Trying to figure out. I'm just waiting on to hear the scores from the Disclosing Blink Strike game. All right, so going into this, we actually have Disclosing coming on top 3-0 against Blink Strike. So
Wow.
it's gonna, yep. So that's coming down to it. So right now, that moves Blink Strike out, and it's up to either Geometric or Kevin Fan Club. Basically, winner moves on. I think. Wait. No. I'm sorry. They both are able to move on. Yeah. So winner of that match is either 2nd or 3rd, and loser of the match is going to be moving on to 4th seed going into playoffs. I hate doing math. I'm good at math. I hate doing math though.
Yeah, I don't envy you for running this tournament. It sounds like a lot of work.
I do it for everyone out there. It's very interesting. It's very rewarding at times, and I do it for everyone who's watching. All the 12 people. Especially that I see out there, Wendy's 10-piece chicken nugget, or 10-piece nugget. I think that's the best name I've seen.
Wendy's 10-piece nugget. Goated name.
It really is a goated name. So moving on to that's all that's happening in Division One. Let's looking into Division Two, and let's talk about what's going on in Division Two. And Touch, I know you know this, right? The top teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm personally a fan of coffee beans.
Okay, you do at least know coffee beans.
Yeah,
So
and I believe I casted a game for Cerberus. I don't remember who they were playing against. ITHF, was it?
could have been ITHF. I think it may have been ITHF.
It's
So
the healer's fault, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah, yeah.
healer's fault.
It
So
is.
looking into it, so Coffee Beans right now is holding first place, tied with Dream Team. Okay, Dream Team got a bye this week,
Mm,
so they're at 14 map score, and Coffee Beans are also at 14. So if Coffee Beans wins, they get first place. If Coffee Bean loses, the highest they can get is second place. 20 Ravens, who are playing Coffee Beans, if they win if they go 3-0, then they are in second place. And I believe yeah, if they win 3-0, then they are in first place. So they actually are tied map differential with Dream Team, but because sorry, what am I thinking? Dream Team would be first because they beat them head to head. 20 Ravens would be second, and Coffee Beans would be third. Going into this, coming into the fourth seed is actually Phoenix. They played ITHF this week, but ITHF gave them a forfeit, so they get the immediate bye into fourth place.
wow.
Yep. So in
So does
Division,
that?
go ahead.
Sorry. So in Division Two, that basically means all the spots are filled already.
Yep. So that means sadly all the spots are filled. So IPE Cerberus, XC or XSCL Asir, and ITHF do not move on to the playoffs. So, but I will say in Division Two, when you're looking at right now as 6-0, 6-1, 5-1, and then fourth place is 3-3, or sorry, it's going to be 4-3. Those top teams have been very dominant throughout that bracket. So the only teams that they're losing against in the top three are those teams itself.
Very interesting. So it will be close. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it should be close between the skill levels of the top three teams going to Division Two. It's definitely going to be close, and it's definitely going to be interesting to see how when they're getting mixed into Division One. I mean, we see a lot of the teams that have been lower rank really stepping up the game going into this final week.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we just seen Fusion, fifth seed, beat Trash Pandas, their number one seed.
Yeah, and we saw. Here's the thing: we also saw. I mean, last week we watched Disclosing play against Geometric and keep it to a map 5. I mean, that entire division, all of them have been very skilled teams, and all of them have been very close in what they're doing. Even at the last place seed, Obfuscation. I mean, they were 3-4 with a -3 map differential. So, like, there wasn't really a lot of 3-0 games. There wasn't really a dominant team in that division. All the teams were very close in skill level, and it kind of just came down to really one map or another the entire season. So the only team that was out in the lead was Trash Pandas that had, that were +11, but you just saw what, as we said, Fusion Esports just took it to them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's definitely an eye opener for Trash Pandas, even though you've been comfortably number one in your division for most of the season. At the end of the day, playoffs are a different beast, and it will definitely go to whoever wants it more. And tonight, we just saw that Fusion wanted it more.
Really did. And I will say this, I commend Fusion Esports. They could have just took a forfeit from Trash Pandas, but they allowed them to have a second ringer, and they went through with the match. I mean, they could have taken the loss, or even though they could have taken the free win, but they decided to play it out, and I really commend them for, playing the spirit of the game. Rather play the match for the win or lose instead of just getting the free win. So kudos to Fusion Esports tonight. We were trying to see, as I said, Disclosant versus Blink Strike went 3-0 on the side of Disclosant. And the last match we're waiting on today is Geometric versus Kevin Fan Club. It's supposed to start at 9. Right now, there is Geometric in the lobby, but it looks like Trash Panda may not be showing up. I'm sorry, Trash Panda, Kevin Fan Club.
Oh, that doesn't sound too good.
Nope. As I said, it's gonna stir the pot a little bit coming into these class. So going into this, the last game that's happening, and if anyone is following along and is still listening to me ramble, because I like to ramble, thanks everyone for listening. The last game of the regular season actually will be Thursday this week. So there wasn't a time that 20 Ravens and I can't remember what Coffee Bean. Coffee Bean could come up, so we allowed them to move out to Thursday. That is due to their match determining the first through third roles in Division 2. So hopefully we'll be able to cast that game on Thursday, and you'll be able to see the rest of the playoff bracket come out. We're going to be coming Sunday. It's going to be very exciting seeing the number 1 seeds take on the 4s and the 3s take on the 2s. So, before we leave, Touch, you got anything else you want to say?
Shout out to Soup, really putting in work on the Cassidy. That last map, and then yeah, that's it. It's always nice seeing the hitscan player pop off.
And also, Winter and Apple kind of proving us wrong on the Genji, and that Apple was able to play the Lucio.
Yeah, yep, very true.
So, all right. Well, with that, everyone have a good night. Be ready Thursday to hear the results and see the schedule for playoffs come out. So, good luck, everyone, and have a good night.